very long process, and you will come across disgruntled tenants.
Listen. Have you lost on that? This is illegal. This is illegal. You know it is.
Eviction is a very long process, and you will come across disgruntled tenants.
Today has been a long-awaited date. I've had a tenant who's occupied one of my properties for the last 6 months rent-free, literally rent-free. And I'm looking forward to repossessing my home.
We got an army out here for today. See, this is what happens when you got people who love you, you know? Don't go yet. Yeah. Let's wait.
When the tenants realize they're being evicted, all hell breaks loose.
Have you lost on that? This is illegal. This is illegal. You know it is. You
Yeah, that's God work right there. Hey, look, man, I'm paying you to get on the clock. Don't console her. Get on the clock. Don't console her. That's God work. That's God work. That's what you get.
You need to be quiet.
Like
Mr. Officer,
Don't keep talking to me.
to shut his mouth. Because he's egging the situation.
Everything is cool to go. We're going to go ahead and get started.
Now they need to clear the property of all of their belongings.
Everything will come out. It's going to be placed on the property. We're not going to break nothing. We're not going to throw nothing. Everything will be placed out here immediately.
I've had this tenant in particular for the last 6 months has refused to make a single payment. Eviction is a very long process, and you will come across disgruntled tenants. 6 months ain't there. It's just crazy.
Listen.
Even with the police on the scene, they're not making it easy.
Listen.
One of the craziest things about being evicted and having no place to go and having a low paying job is the fact that I literally don't have enough money and don't make enough money to even pull myself out of this situation. So unless I find a higher paying job, which I am qualified to be making more money, and I have been looking for another job for a while, but I'm qualified for more, but I currently haven't been getting any callbacks. So like I literally have no money to save, and that's the scariest thing. Like I have no money right now. So on top of not knowing where to go, I have no money. One of the craziest things about being evicted.
So here's the thing. Her description says I live in ATL. So if someone wants to offer me a job, that would be great. I don't usually come across that. I very rarely come across someone actually using their platform and not begging for money, but actually trying to network and trying to see if somebody can get her a job. So I respect that. I respect that. I don't usually see that too often. She's saying she just doesn't make enough money. Well, then we got to start looking at your expenses. What type of overhead have you decided to take on? But ultimately, if we just stick to the job thing, I like the idea of it. Now, one thing, just if I'm being critical, that we could have done if you're going to come on here and look for a job is, okay, you're using your story about being evicted to get a job. Don't necessarily know if that frames you as the most responsible, productive, problem-solving type of person. But regardless, you want to work. Cool. But what also doesn't lend itself to the professionalism, in my opinion, if you're going to come on here and solicit for a job, would you go on the interview with that nose ring in your nose? Would you go on the interview with the bull nose ring? I'm just curious. I think you could have at least took that out for while you're trying to get this job and while you're coming online soliciting for a job. That's my main critique. Again, she didn't give much information as far as just the fact that she doesn't make enough at her current job. Did you not make enough at your current job for your expenses when you signed your lease? That's the question. Because did you lose a job? What happened? Because if you had this job already and you weren't making enough money, then why did you sign a lease for an apartment that costs however much it costs that you're living in right now. So that's the obvious thing. Y'all, before we get into the next clip, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually helps out more than you know. And also if you could hype as well.
I just got an eviction notice at my apartment.
His caption says eviction notice because Wisconsin minimum wage is $7.25.
Yeah, you want to know notice at my apartment? Yeah, you want to know how much it costs to live in my apartment? $1,800 a month. Yup, for a 1-bedroom in Madison, Wisconsin. But needless to say, guess how much I make? Yep, guess, get it off your chest. I guess you won't, there's no chance you'll get it. I make $7.25 an hour. The minimum wage, yup. And it's fine. As a server, you know, you usually rely on tips, and more times than not, I get tipped generously. But I'll tell you what, $1,800, that is 100% always more than half of my 2 combined paychecks for the month. That is right, more than half of my monthly reoccurring income goes to just paying off my rent. That's not even including my groceries, going out, electricity, all of those other things, okay? All those other expenses. That's absurd. What is wrong with Wisconsin prices? Why have they all of a sudden surged? The Midwest was supposed to be a place of peace, of stability. You could get a freaking house.
Listen, man. Listen. You still want to have a normal life. At the end of the day, you need to be able to save decently every month. So that means you got to make it fit your expenses, or you have to up your capacity and what you're willing to do as far as how hard you're willing to work in order to meet it. It sounds like you just want to keep one job. Cool. Instead of getting a 1-bedroom, you should have got a studio. See, but people don't want to have to sleep in their bed, in the living room, in the kitchen, in the bathroom. They're not willing to do that. This is just one guy. I don't think he has any kids. So you'll be okay having a studio apartment. It sounds like that's what you should have did. And you could have vastly cut those prices in half, as well as I'm sure he lives in a nice little trendy area. And if you choose that, then that's what you're going to pay. But I would argue you could have paid far less if you were willing to live in a studio apartment, or if you just have your standards and you say, no, I need a 1-bedroom, I need a bedroom, then you get a second job. And then that will completely solve your problem. And I bet you have time to do it. But notice one of the things he said in there. I don't have enough money to do this, do that, and go out. Oh, so you have to go out. Okay. Well, if you got to go out, then prioritize what you prioritize. I don't see how you going out. See, you're going to have to make a concession somewhere. You could have cut your living expenses, then you'd have a little bit extra discretionary income for you to be able to go out more. But you're gonna have to do something extra ultimately, or you're gonna have to make some type of concession. You're either gonna have to work more if going out is that important. It's called work hard, play hard. Sir, get familiar with that concept, because that's probably what you're gonna have to do. Or you just cut the living expenses, because if you like to go out, then you ain't gonna be home anyway, and you get a studio apartment.
What's going on?
Hello. No, this lady has been racial slurring me.
She has been chaotic.
No, ma'am.
She just got been threatening me, trying to hit me.
No, I just said if I was about to be Haley Gary.
Oh, hey,
you know
God,
me.
yes.
Nina, we've had problems, you know, and we tried to resolve them. We gave her a chance.
No, this lady.
After she had
Haley.
It looks like she's gonna lose it. It looks like she's gonna lose it because apparently they're doing an eviction right here, and the woman's gonna lose it, and then she's gonna regret it instantly when she loses it. So I'm guessing she's gonna do something extreme. But let's get back into it. Again, y'all, if you could like, it's only a click. If you're here anyway, you might as well click that like button.
We've had problems, you know, and we tried to resolve them. We gave her a chance.
No, this lady.
After she had
Haley.
They took my money today and now want to kick me out. Give me my money back and I'll leave.
You still have a balance that you owe.
No, give me my money and I'll leave.
Haley, stop. You first off,
I'm going to make it work. Wow, I'm about to touch this.
No, you're not. Don't do something
not.
stupid.
Because she's racist.
You're
I'm not the only one that says that. I have her on recording.
I have no issues with her. She has no issues with her, Haley.
I mean, I have everything on recording. Every time I come down here, I ask for a trash bag to move my laundry.
Okay. Well, they get
to move it up to my room, and no, and he wouldn't. She said, I'm out of this. That's the first thing.
How's that racist?
Why? I'm done with this.
It's a private business. They can do whatever they want.
She said, why? I'm done with this. Yeah. I'm done with you.
That's not racist.
Why?
No. Are you white?
Yes.
So how's that racist?
White.
How's that racist?
Y'all are both white. What are you talking about? It looks like it. She's talking about she's racist. Man, you just throwing anything at the wall trying to see if it's going to stick.
Ain't calling you all this other stuff. You're calling you white. We're literally calling you the color of your skin, Haley. Right?
I have a name, and they know it. Look,
Haley, I'm going to be honest.
They know it.
I'm pretty sure they're sick and tired of
I swear to God.
Haley?
Not God on the Holy Bible that I swear that this is wrong.
Constantly told her that
Well, I'm 10-4. It's just Haley here.
My dog's upstairs. I was trying to get a trash bag to move my laundry and stay in my room.
when I told you could stay earlier. What I
was going to stay in my room after I moved my laundry.
Wasn't she supposed to leave like a week or two ago?
Yes, she was supposed to leave it done. We still gave her another chance. You remember? Yeah, that's the last chance.
I said I had to let her stay earlier. My manager told me this is my decision, so I let her stay.
And she doesn't have anywhere else. We want her out.
How long has she been saving? How long has she been
The
saving?
beginning of January, I believe.
About
I don't know.
I've been saying
About 3 weeks. About 3
my lawyer
January
is.
12th.
What, Haley?
My lawyer
What?
has all of my receipts.
I gotta go.
Just it's all right.
Get.
They're gonna want you out of here, okay?
Okay, but the thing is, they took
Haley,
my money.
Can you listen to me, please?
They took my
Haley, can
money.
you please listen to me?
No, I don't owe nothing.
Haley, can you please listen?
I owe because of
Haley,
this.
can you please listen to me?
No, because this.
If you don't want to listen to me, I'll just put you outside. You won't get any of your stuff. You can either let me explain it to you, or you can just walk outside and all your stuff gets left behind.
My dog.
So you want to listen and then be able to get your stuff, or you want to keep on talking over me?
I don't have nowhere to go.
Haley, option A or option B? What do you want? Okay, this is how this works, Haley. This is a private business.
This is
No, Haley, let me tell. It's my turn to talk. This is a private business, Haley. If they don't want you here,
You've never seen me this upset. Then why can't I get my money back?
because you have to sue them for the money in a small claims court. That's how that works.
I swear to God.
So go up and start getting your stuff.
I gotta get my clothes out of laundry where I said I needed a trash bag.
Haley,
Because I didn't want to put it in a dirty trash bag.
come on, Haley. You ruined that,
That's
Haley.
why I asked her for a trash
Haley,
bag.
come on, you've ruined that. So go grab it. Come
I
on.
need a trash bag.
Haley, they don't have to give you anything.
You've been,
No, ma'am. They don't have
they
to give
give
you.
everybody everything.
They don't have to give it to you if they don't want to.
But I don't let them
Sue them for it.
trash bag.
Haley, sue them for it.
But that's
Sue them for it. Go.
But that
Go.
bag is dirty because it has dirty clothes in it.
They don't have to give it to you. Go. You're arguing with me, and I don't have the patience for this. It's because I'm gonna say, because if she's really been here for about a month solid,
She ain't been here no
I can't like kick her out technically. But if she did check out, she came back
No,
in.
we her out. We trying to get it done right. Like she ain't been here.
I know. That's what I'm saying. She checked out, came back in.
Exactly.
There you go. That's all I need.
Yeah.
She's crying over a trash. You don't have to give her a trash bag for her clothes. You're an adult. Have a laundry basket.
When I tell you, she done cost us all kinds of money.
I know who she is.
It's a shame that you knew. That's what, that's a shame.
He sure did know. I didn't miss the fact when the radio called into him, he was like, "Oh, no worries, it's just Haley." I was like, it caught my attention. I'm like, the radio knows who she is? I understand if you've come across her before, maybe you arrested her or something. The radio knew who she was. He was like, "It's just Haley. I'm good." I was like, that's crazy. Apparently she's crazy. If the radio dispatcher knows who you are. He didn't even say the last name.
Anything.
Come on, Haley, you gotta get your stuff. Let's go.
That's the Scambia County Sheriff's Department right there. I'm on the phone with my lawyer.
All right, that's fine. That's your right, Haley.
Because I
Haley, it's a private business.
I guess I'll turn it inside out. Yes, sir. Sir?
Eric is my name.
Yeah, Eric.
Just say Eric.
Eric, what's going on?
When you say sir,
Eric, this
well, what do you want me to do now?
Let's just go wet it, sir.
That's fine.
Oh, you see my receipts. It's every night that she's on.
That's a civil issue. You gotta take.
No, it's not a civil. This is my civilization. Like, this is where I live.
Haley.
I have nowhere to go. You know when I go, I'll be calling you because I'm being raped.
Haley, I understand the predicament.
I have to pay for my room.
Correct.
It's still been the line out of mine being kicked out.
We've already talked about this.
I didn't do anything.
Haley, we've talked about it. I don't want to explain it again.
Let's take a quick detour and then we'll wrap up with Haley. We'll come back.
I'm getting kicked out of my apartment because Secret Admirer put a fraudulent charge on the rent. So now I have to figure out how to do this, and I've just been talking to the apartment owner, trying to figure out what we can do. I've never touched his card before, and he's making me feel like I'm an evil person because I found out that he was married and he had a daughter my age. So I guess in his heart he thinks that the best.
Hold on real quick. Let's read this description real quick, just so we're following. It's a quick description. It just says, my married boyfriend is getting me evicted. Single mother cries after not having a job, is broke. Okay. So her married boyfriend is getting her evicted. And he just said, did she just say that her boyfriend has a wife her age or something? So is he older? My married boyfriend, that sounds crazy.
He's making me feel like I'm an evil person because I found out that he was married and he had a daughter my age.
Or a daughter your age.
So I guess in his heart he thinks that the best thing to do is to get me kicked out and report me to Dallas PD because of this. His card information, he physically has given that to me in text messages. But I've never touched his card. He's paid my rent for the past 2 months. But anyways, after the Puerto Rico.
Is that your boyfriend or is that your sugar daddy, ma'am? She's talking about he has a daughter my age. Yeah, you could probably assume that if he's paying your rent and you're about to mention he paid for a Puerto Rico trip. Ma'am, you have a sugar daddy. You know that man, if he has a daughter your age, you know that man is well above your age. So why is it a surprise he has a daughter your age? Are you using that information now to try to shame him and make him look like a bad person? Because ultimately, she's saying she's getting evicted, which now I'm assuming he just stopped paying her rent. And then maybe she doesn't have a job. And so now she's getting evicted because he's not paying her rent anymore.
Trip, we stopped talking to each other, and he's just been trying to make my life like hell. Because, again, me finding out he's married, his wife contacting me, sending me pictures of him coming at home after dropping me off in Dallas. So I don't know why he's doing this. It's just, again, I'm like, God will have my back. But it's like, I feel like the devil.
Let's call a spade a spade. If he'd have kept paying her rent, she wouldn't have cared that he had a wife. She's talking about he's doing this as far as I'm assuming, allegedly, that she's talking about he stopped paying her rent because this is about eviction, obviously. But, ma'am, it's probable that his wife, when she found out, she told him to stop paying your rent. So you're looking at it like he's doing it to you. And now you're like coming online trying to throw him out there under the bus. But I would bet y'all had an agreement. Ultimately, you knew y'all wasn't building. I mean, really think about it. How normal is it to be dating a guy and then they just start paying your rent? They don't move you in with them. Y'all don't move in together. They just start paying your rent. Let's not act like we don't know what type of arrangement, what type of situation this is. And you know he's just coming over doing whatever. Please stop it. We understand exactly what's going on. What it really just comes down to, in my opinion, is that now you don't know what you're going to do because you're possibly living like this. Because how are you getting evicted? It's one thing if somebody's paying your rent and that's getting you ahead because you was already working. But the fact that it seems like, because if you're getting evicted, it's like, well, did you have enough money to pay your bills before with your job? Do you have a job? And if you don't have a job, then it really makes me feel like this is what you do. You indulge in a lifestyle of having sugar daddies. Because why couldn't you still pay your rent when he stopped? Or if he stopped, allegedly.
God will have my back. But it's like, I feel like the devil always wins when it comes with me. When it comes to things with me, and it's like, it just doesn't make sense with me how I go through all these shitty things. I go through all these shitty men, and it's.
Let me get this straight. So, you're a sugar baby.
I knew it.
You don't have a job.
I knew it.
You going through all of these trash men. You obviously got a type. Because you're a sugar baby, meaning that you have no contribution to society except for to lean on men financially so that you can maintain your lifestyle. When everybody else out here in the streets, because at first I was like, oh man, that's messed up. Somebody is stalking her or whatever. Then as she continued to tell the story, and I'm very thankful for a lot of people being absolutely transparent. Don't worry, I'm going to make sure that I link back to the content creator in the description of the video because I always like to give credit, regardless of whether I agree or not. Y'all relationship is over because you discover that he's married.
Right.
I give you that. I give you that.
No.
It's very, 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 very.
It's not over because she discovered that he's married. She said that the wife had been tracking and basically found out that he was doing the nefarious stuff. So the wife most likely, allegedly, was the one that cut it off. And that's why I said I believe she wouldn't have cared about the wife. She probably knew about the wife. But now, because the money's stopping and because now that puts her in an emergency situation where she's about to be on the streets, now all of a sudden she cares. Or not cares, but now all of a sudden she wants to make him the bad guy. It was just happenstance. This is what happens. Y'all taking chances. You're living the sugar baby lifestyle, allegedly. You eventually people's wives can find out. And then they're gonna cut it off completely. He's not gonna risk his home. So I don't think that he just cut it off. I think he had to cut it off, probably. But she doesn't care about the circumstances that led up to it. She just wants to strong arm him into continuing to pay her rent because she's actually now grown dependent on it. She's dependent on it. So she needs that rent paid no matter what, but she doesn't have any leverage. It's one thing if she could if he tried to stop paying her rent and then she could hold it over his head that she's going to go tell his wife, but his wife already knows. And she's probably one that told him to stop. So she really has no options. Or, excuse me, she does have an option, but she don't like that option. And do you know what that option is? She's going to have to go work at Waffle House. Or whatever she's going to have to work. She's going to have to get a job. And I don't think she's used to that. I don't think she's accustomed to that. It says he's getting evicted in 24 hours if he don't pay the $200 rent and find a real job.
It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. I don't mind crying on
Her caption says, I was sure I was getting evicted.
the internet, but I was on the verge of eviction, y'all. I was so worried a few months back if I was gonna have a place to live. I was so behind on my rent. I know people say stuff like this all the time. When I tell you money came from nowhere. Money came from nowhere. A few months ago, I had recorded videos about to ask people on the internet for help to pay rent. I was talking to my friend who's a lawyer who works with evictions and stuff, and he was prepping me for like worst case scenario because they kept threatening me with like, we're gonna send you a notice to quit, we're gonna send you a notice to quit. And you know, I asked them if I could make a payment plan with no money. And when I say no money, you know, see, people say no money, but they have 1,000 here. So there was literally $0 in my account. I had no money to make these payment plans towards getting up to date on my. This has been the year where I've been fighting my anxiety. I've been fighting my worries, and I've been like, you know what, it's gonna work out. And I'm choosing me. And somehow we are at June. This is the last month in my lease. And somehow next week I'm gonna be all caught up with my payments.
Somehow.
And I still.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to know how, because payments don't just stop. You're still going to have to do it to perpetuity. For the rest of your life, you're going to have rent to pay. So it somehow miraculously got paid and you don't know how, you're going to have to figure out how, and you're going to have to figure out how to pay it moving forward. And ultimately, I know that you said you're choosing yourself, but it sounds like you need to be choosing a man, because it sounds like you don't know what's going on. You don't know your left from your right. You don't know what you're doing. And you don't even know how your money is getting paid. Your rent's getting paid. What are you talking about? I need you to disclose how it's getting paid, and then how you're going to be able to continue to pay it moving forward.
When I think through it, I still don't understand how we got here. It makes no fucking sense. I'm saying this to the person who is in that space where it's just like, there's literally no way that this is gonna work out. I feel you. I understand. And I promise you it is going to work out. I don't know how. I don't understand.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Ma'am. Somehow it worked out. Don't you go giving people false hope, promising them everything is going to work out. I would argue it will, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work out the way that you think it's going to work out. Is everything going to work out the way in accordance with how it's supposed to? Probably. But you ain't going to be able to appreciate it in the moment. After the fact, and after eventually you've gone through enough suffering to where it makes you want to actually start moving different, then yeah, I would argue eventually enough is going to be enough. And you're going to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then whatever you're going to have to do to solve the problem and actually know how you're solving the problem, yeah, that's working it out. That's it working out, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean there's not going to be a whole lot of trauma in between and in the present. See, in your mind, she's saying it worked out because it got paid. I would argue for you, it didn't work out, because it doesn't seem like you took away and learned any lessons, and it doesn't even seem like you know how it worked out. So you're not better off for the future to make sure that you don't end up in this predicament again, if you can help it. So for you, I don't know if it worked out, because if you don't know how it worked out, then I can argue it's a good probability that you're going to end up right back in this situation again.
But it is gonna work out. please do not lose faith. If you have to dance it out, if you have to scream it out, if you have to punch it out, if you have to cuss it out, whatever you gotta do.
I need you to say if you have to work it out. She's talking about if you gotta dance it out, if you gotta scream it out, if you gotta punch it out. No, you gotta work it out. You gotta go to work and work it out. What are we talking about? You saying everything except the most obvious and most conventional option. You can solve it by working as much as it takes, especially if you decide that you're going to try to live your life by yourself and not live life the way that it was meant to be and the way that it definitely is becoming if you want to be able to survive comfortably in the West.
Do it so you can maintain your sanity, but come back and remember that it is going to work out. I wish I had better words to say. I just am overwhelmed with how much that worry that I had is something that I can't even conceive of it right.
Let's go back to Angela and wrap up with Angela and see how this concludes.
I didn't do anything. I don't want to be homeless again. And I just paid my rent.
That's something you have to take up to them in small claims court, Haley.
No, because they took my money and still kicked me
That's a
out.
small claims court issue, Haley. He's an attorney. He'll tell you that's a small claims issue.
I know,
I called her Angela. Her name was Haley.
but this is wrong.
So come on, Haley.
All the housekeepers will tell you. That's why I'm still here, because the housekeepers know.
Well, Haley, your issue is you checked out and checked back in. If you didn't
I
do
didn't
that,
check out and check back in. I didn't.
that's what that's showing.
I never
okay?
left.
You told me you were
Because she's
leaving.
altering my thing.
Unfortunately, when you told me last time I was here you were checking out, and the paperwork shows you checked out, then I ain't much I can do
Sir,
about
I'm
that.
telling
So
you.
we're going up to your
Sir,
room to
I'm
get your
telling
stuff.
you, I got all the receipts. Please come here, quick.
Oh, Erica.
Please come here. You let me in, okay? I didn't do nothing wrong.
Deputy Haley. At the end of the day, she put herself in this predicament. You didn't. You have a business to run. You have to take care of the other customers. If she wants to cut up and act a fool, then she made that choice. Haley, you're about to have. I'm not going to let you get your stuff.
I'm on the
Get your
lawyers
stuff.
on the way here.
You can grab your stuff, or you're about to go, and I'm not going to let you get anything, Haley. Haley, go. All right, let me deal with her. Haley, we're grabbing your stuff and you're getting out of here.
I just told you it's going to take a minute because you know.
That's why we're here. Let's go.
Or you're going to run with it. That's all my stuff right there, too. No, I don't trust her.
Well, I'm not watching it.
Either you leave with that or you go get your stuff.
I need all those.
Okay, it's going to sit
We're
right
not
there.
gonna,
I don't know who you are on the phone, and I'm not talking to you.
Oh, this is crazy.
A few seconds, I'll be there.
we're not. You don't want to be up on this.
They said give me a few seconds.
I
I'll
don't
be
care.
there.
I'm sorry.
This is a hotel and we're about to shut it down.
That's a court.
This is wrong.
That's a court issue.
I have not done nothing wrong.
It's a
That's
court
why I'm
issue.
crying so bad.
They don't want you here. You have to
Normally,
leave.
if I was in the boat, I would not be crying. I would put my hands behind my
I'm not
back.
talking. You're going to get your shit. You're going to leave.
No, I'm not.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna leave
You
when
want
my
to go to
ride
jail?
gets here.
That's fine, but you're going to get
Let's go get your stuff, Haley.
My dog is
Haley.
in there.
Go get your dog.
If you end up going to jail, your dog's going to animal control.
Let me just go back to that situation again real quick. That grown man with his daughter. You can literally see a whole situation going on. Them being irate and ultimately this woman being volatile and two officers on the elevator. What in your right mind made you want to bring you and your little daughter on that elevator at that point with all that going on? If something happened on that elevator, are you thinking about how that can affect what could happen to your daughter? If they have to start wrestling with this woman, if they have to start trying to tase this woman, if a gun gets drawn, whatever. This woman is clearly acting irate. She could have attacked your daughter. What's up with his protector senses? Brother, either wait or go up the stairs or something. He's looking like, nah, I want to get on this elevator too with two officers and an extremely irate woman that I don't know what she's capable of. What are you doing?
She won't.
if you go to jail, that's where the dog's going. So get your stuff.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what we thought, Haley. I'm not doing this today with you.
Get your shit. Dog. Tear out those stuff to go to jail.
It's at the bottom, sir. Like,
Go. Done with you. Go. Start walking now.
that's wrong as
Now, Haley. Go. She's not getting the rest of her stuff. She's done. Let's go.
No, I need it.
You ran your mouth. You're done.
No,
Let's go.
I didn't.
Haley, start
I
going.
told you about what she was doing to me. That's all I ran my mouth about.
Go.
That's all I
Haley,
ran my mouth about.
Let's go.
You grab me again and I will get you for unsubordination. I swear to God. No, because no, he's...
Okay, I see why the officer was exhausted as soon as he got to the hotel and he saw it was her. He just was like, it's Haley. She certainly did escalate. It was a progression. She was just a little normal. Then she started becoming annoying and you could tell she was wasting everybody's time. And now her true colors are really showing. And she's really being annoying now and very frustrating.
He hurt me. I have a dog on my back and I'm
Stop acting a fool.
I'm not.
Get in the elevator.
Grab the yellow book bag. That's
Elevator. Let's go, Haley. Elevator.
The yellow book bag.
Haley, elevator.
Is it unlocked?
No,
Yellow book bag.
it's locked.
I'm gonna come back.
Well, she can call the
I
GM.
need my
Give me the key.
I'm trying to get my
I
earbuds.
don't care about your earbuds. I want the key to that room. What room number is it?
304.
Yellow book bag.
Let's go.
You hurt me.
You didn't listen to what I told you.
No,
That's fine. You can believe that all you want.
Like you hurt me. For no reason.
You should have listened to me.
I did not come at you.
You should have listened to what I told
I
you.
did not come at you. You have
listen to
no
what I
reason to
told you.
put your head.
Oh, yes, ma'am, I do.
No, you don't.
I have every reason to put you in handcuffs.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Go.
But you don't. Yeah, see, it's moved.
Haley, if you don't grab your bag and leave. Haley, grab the bag. I'm done. I'm done. Your dog's about to go to animal control and you're going to jail. Grab the bag.
He heard everything.
It doesn't matter. Grab the bag. That is a civil issue in the court system.
He heard everything. I didn't.
We're walking out the door. We're walking out the door.
I never would talk to her.
We're walking out the door. And if y'all want to trespass, you got to tell her in front of me.
I do want to trespass, but I feel that we gotta leave.
You hear that, Haley? She just trespassed.
I don't give a damn.
Haley, go.
I've known people that know you.
Haley, go.
CJ, do you up. Because that's wrong for her. What are you doing?
Stop. Haley, stop.
What are you doing?
Stop.
See?
Stop.
That's why
I don't want to hurt your dog, so stop.
I didn't do anything.
I'm not trying to hurt your dog.
I was
so
going
stop.
out the door.
Stop.
I was going out the door.
We're past all this.
No, you're not.
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You're wasting all of our time. You keep playing these games. And this is what it gets to. She's the type of person, she's not going to be happy until you bring consequences for her actions, because she's going to keep walking that fine line. You give her as many warnings. You let her know as many times. Go. And she just continues to keep coming back. She wasn't going to be satisfied until they ultimately just showed her.
Break my arm.
Stop.
Stop.
Not to hurt your dog.
Stop.
Haley, I'm trying not to hurt your dog.
Stop. I ain't got no reason to be arrested, sir. Out.
I'm done with your
I
crap
have
today.
no reason.
Trying not to hurt your damn dog, so stop.
You have no reason to arrest. Thank you, Erica.
Trying not to hurt the dog, so you need to stop so we don't hurt the dog, Haley.
You know I'm better than this.
Then stop so I don't hurt your dog.
You're wrong.
I don't want to hurt your dog. Let's take this off. Get your arm out. Haley, I'm trying not to hurt the dog.
I didn't do anything that bad. I didn't do anything that bad. I didn't even talk to you. I didn't even talk to you.
Haley? You're going to jail.
For what?
I don't know how they had her there for a month. I'd be like, officer, please just get her up out of here. I'm tired of hearing her just screaming and yelling and hooping and hollering all day. I don't know how they were able to keep. I think they said she wasn't there for a full month. Man, I don't know how she was able to be there for a week.
Man, they're supposed to threaten her and tell her jail.
No.
So we're going to jail.
That's bullshit. Like,
Let's go.
look at the recording.
Come on.
My dog! Ow!
Haley, really? Walk.
Ow!
It doesn't matter. She's going to jail.
I'm here. She's lies. You have a story.
Yes, sir! Like, look at it! Please, sir, I'm begging you. Please look at the wrist and stuff, please.
Get in the car.
You're irritated. I know you're
Get in the car, Haley.
I know you're irritated.
What's going on?
Well, that's where you're right. He is irritated. I'm irritated. I'm sure the audience is irritated. You're irritating. So you can go to jail and you can be irritating in a cell all you want, all day long. Y'all, we'll leave it there for the day. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video. Hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button and it shows the points. And since I'm a smaller creator, a smaller channel, we actually get more points per hype. And hype was designed for smaller channels, so that's why. But if you come across a video and you don't see the hype button, then it's probably been over 7 days. And hype usually vanishes after 7 days. So it's usually best practice if you want to hype to just go ahead and hype while the iron is hot on a newer video. And also, if you want to become a member of the channel, join buttons on the video. And what becoming a member of the DXU family will come with is you would get badges next to your comments, as well as you would get early access to content and exclusive content that's not available for everyone else on YouTube. So again, if you want to become a member, join buttons on the video. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video.